Thank you very much, sir. Very important if we were to go the route of the ESG in Nigeria. Um, at the moment, over 40% of the population are youth. Average age 18.5, 18 and a half years, and a lot of them are out of job. So we have the population. The energy deficit is that at the moment we import everything, and I repeat, everything that we use. And that's actually one of the reasons why the rate of adoption and growth in the renewable energy sector has been very, very slow. The reason is simple: we need to look for dollars. It's quite expensive. The value, Naira has devalued over the last 5 years by more than 100%. It's quite terrible. So disposable income almost totally eroded. The only way to reverse that course is actually to begin to produce and manufacture locally. Interestingly, the government that just went out made an effort. They injected $500,000 and to support this sector. And so far, and they've made it very easy. You can start with importing and distribution, and then you come in with semi-knockdown, and then you begin to manufacture locally. So we really need this, and we've met some potential partners here who are willing to assist with technology transfer to begin to assemble, and then of course eventually get to manufacturing. But I think the manufacturing that you touch on is very important. Let me put forward the market size. Before the current total deregulation in terms of pricing of fossil fuel in Nigeria today, diesel is $1.50 per liter, and petrol is $1 per liter. Totally. What you are familiar with is that we have a large population in Africa who lives on less than $2 a day. That was about 10 years ago. You can imagine how much they live on today, maybe less than 50p a day. So it's quite terrible. So we really need to begin to localize a lot of manufacturing, get people employed, and then lower the dependence on the fact so that we can really grow the economy. The market is huge within the commercial and industrial sector. In fact, the entire industry, conservative, what we have as of 2 years ago, was $15 billion for Nigeria only. And as I speak with you, the two largest C&I companies operate out of Nigeria as well. That's Daystar Power, recently acquired by Shaw, and then you have Starside Energy, who has partnered, who was going to M&A, which is a South African company, to become the largest. The two are yet to combine. They're yet to invest $200 million in Nigerian market. That gives a sense of the gap that we have out there. So for those who can come into manufacture today, you automatically lock the market down. There's a local manufacturer in solar who, by the end of the year, who's also a member, should reach capacity of like 100 megawatts Oxano Solar before the end of the year, and that will take care of a large chunk of the market. But by what just happened with this new administration, totally pulling the plugs on subsidy for petrol, and the price jumped up, what you're going to see, what we've seen already is that commuting has dropped significantly. People are no longer going out. I, for the very first time, had the state government announce that people should come to the office 3 times a week. Now, so you don't commute to the office, but you need power too, otherwise you're going to be totally useless. So the need for power still remains very, very huge, and that's the opportunity we see. We cannot meet our target by importing. There must be local manufacturing across all the components, from solar panels to inverters to charge controllers to battery system to even the peripherals and everything. So the opportunity is here.
This need for local content you play quite nicely then, so that people are working from home. So that plays quite nicely into Safia's business, which is we've got to get businesses at home. And so can you just talk to us, I'm kind of closing out, I know you had a question, so look, we're unfortunately out of time. I just want to get a close for us. What do you need in the end? You've listened to all of this, you've had a couple of questions. Is it technology? Is it money? What do you need?
So,